People hate Scorpios. Greetings, viewers alike. I am 1up26, aka Dark Spectre, and welcome back to another 2015 Bionicle review. This one is on Scorpio. This one is quite controversial. I know I say Scorpio, but it's pretty much the same thing. But you get what I'm saying. Anyway, as usual, let's look over the box. Lego Bionicle, 8-14, 70794, 107 pieces, Scorpio. In the back we have the features along with this comic, which shows the Scorpio getting Pohatu's golden mask of stone, and then they're trying to get it back from him. And I believe this is another villain that's multiple of. But let's get on to the set. And I forgot to take up this section of tape. Let's do that real quick. This pains me to do that. Especially when it ruins the box like this. Why can't they just do something different? Because they know that some people like me like to keep the boxes. But let's get on to the actual set. Alright, we have a good number of things going on here. I was messing with something. Oh, let's get that out of the way first. Alright, let's see what we got. But first, as per usual, and there goes everything in the background. Don't worry about that. I'll worry about it later. The instruction booklet has a better look at the comic than the basic build, which we don't really care for. Then we have another combination model, but this one is between Scorpio and Maskmaker versus Skull Grinder. And you get this interesting combination model. They have an advertisement for all the 2015 summer sets. Then you have a advertisement, or at least not an advertisement, but maybe a poster of Tahu and Akimu versus Kulta getting over the Mask of Creation. Ladies Club, which that actually looks cool now, how they're doing that. And one Lego. Okay, so let's go over the pieces as per usual. Now right off the bat we have this, which this is another rubber band, like we had with the Lord of Skull Spiders. Strangely though, this one is actually blue instead of white. I don't know why they decided to go with this, but this is longer than the one in Lord of Skull Spiders, so that's probably why. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Anyway, as per usual, let's get with the pieces. We first have the main body piece in silver, like we've gotten before for a while. Let's see. I think that's about it. If not, no wait. We have two of these size 3 armor pieces in this neon lime, translucent lime green. We then have two of the bone pieces in that same color. We then have the new claw pieces, which we've seen before on Skull Warrior. We have 4 of those in translucent orange. And I think that's about it for recolors. New pieces, on the other hand, we have quite a number of them. Some of them are pretty interesting. We have 2 of these new Technic pieces, which I don't know where these originally came from. I don't have my information about that. If someone would like to let me know where these originally came from, that would be really appreciated. But we have those in medium gray, which are interesting. I'd like to see how those are used in this set. We also have these pieces, which Again, I believe they're from Chima. We have 6 of those in gunmetal, so that's nice to have. We then have the pieces from Invasion from Below in silver, like with Liwa. Let's see. We also have 2 of the new axe or sword pieces. I think these are axes. Yeah, they're probably more like axes. We have 2 of those in silver, like with Skullbasher. We then have this ribcage piece in the translucent neon yellow, or yellowish green. I don't know how you would describe that color. We then have the new head with the eye stalk, which this one is in orange. Nice to see. And of course we have the 4 of these new skeletal bone pieces in silver. Then we have the corrupted Mask of Stone, which this one is in the same translucent yellow with gold painted on, like the other corrupted masks. And then we have the other variant, the second variant of the skull masks. This one is in silver, like with Skullbasher. It's the exact same. They probably could have done with gunmetal. Now, supposedly, no, not supposedly, there is actually another version that was at New York Comic Con, which is in the same color as this, which supposedly that one looks better than this one. But let's just see how it all goes. And that's about it for pieces. Now that's all taken care of, let's build Scorpio. And so, here he is, Scorpio. This set is probably one of the most controversial yet. When I mean controversial, I mean that it's not necessarily offensive, but more along the lines of it's mostly hated. This is quite infamous for being hated. Main reason? The legs. They are static and they cannot move. Personally, I don't see this as a problem. The main feature of this set is you could use its tail and do this, which that's actually pretty accurate to real-life scorpions, which they actually keep their tail, recoiled, and then when they strike, they let it out, which that's actually pretty accurate. And of course, you could probably use this to get the mask off of a Toa. Let's use Liwa for example. Let's put his axe arms down. And then let's see if we can get his mask off. You kind of have to really... There we go. Only took a few tries. But you get the idea. It's actually a pretty fun feature. And some actually like this. This is actually reminiscent of the Nui Jaga from 2001. Which I've never had, but this is supposedly what they do. Or at least something similar. With their tails. And of course we have the... With all of these, you could hit the back of their eye stalk, and it'll pop out the mask. And then you can also put on the corrupted Mask of Stone, which like he did in the comic. Not in the comic, but in the animation. Which that looks kind of odd, because Bahatu's now a scorpion. And of course you could use his claws to grip hold of it. Right, and there we go. And now he has the corrupted Mask of Stone. So, what do I think of Scorpio for this infamous set of 2015? Be honest, I actually like it. I think it's a pretty good set for what it is. It's obviously not the best in the world, but I like it for what it is. You know, the play value with the tail is very nice. I mean, how can you not love this? I mean, this is fun. And it's actually very nicely built, even though it doesn't have moving legs, but that's not really a big problem. I mean, just look at the Lord of Skull Spiders. He doesn't have moving legs. But I actually like this one. Even the colors that some say that it's not really great, but I actually like the colors. They kind of contrast with each other, which I like. So I would recommend it. Anyway, my next review will be of the final, which will be the Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder. So, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to check out my gaming channel, Dark Spectre, for more content. And as always, this has been 1Up20xC6, aka Dark Spectre, and I'll be seeing you guys in the final review for this year. Ciao!